Exciting news for this year with regards to the women's cricket. There have been an increase in teams and matches for the exhibition. Last year only the one game with the two teams, whereas this year we've got four games and 3 teams. So that means an increase in international players will come. All the matches will be played in Jaipur, and the great thing is it's not going to be played at 4 p.m. in the middle of May when it's ridiculously hot and no one's going to turn up. It is going to be played at 8 p.m. at night, except for I think the 8th of May where it's a double header with the men's. That will mean, fingers crossed, that people will turn up and watch, and especially in Jaipur where Rajasthan Royals, it's their home. They've already started some women's cricket there, so hopefully they can build upon that within Rajasthan. The disappointing thing though is that the Australian players unfortunately won't be part of the exhibition matches, with obviously issues taking place between Cricket Australia and BCCI. Whilst that is disappointing, we're not going to see the likes of Meg Lanning, Elise Perry or Elisa Healy. It does give an opportunity for some other international players to come over, but also more importantly some domestic players. Whilst we've gone from 1 game to now 4 games, fingers crossed that within the next year or 2 we'll see the women's IPL take place. Now for that to happen, people are asking, is the depth good enough? I can only give my examples of what I've seen, and I've seen just a small amount of cricket here in India from a domestic sense, and I do think that there is going to be a lot of talent. It's a bit like what comes first, the chicken or the egg. I think if we're able to showcase a women's IPL, then more and more females will want to take up the game, that they'll enjoy it, that they'll be able to follow in their role models' footsteps. When I first started playing the game, I didn't even know women's cricket existed, but now that it's being seen on TV and you've got stars of like Harmanpreet Kaur and Smriti Mandhana who travel around the world and play in so many T20 domestic competitions, they've come back and helped improve the rest of the squad, and I can certainly feel that the women's IPL will be another stepping stone in the development of women's cricket on a global scale. Now there's talks about will it be 8 teams, whether we should go down to 4, 5, 6. I think it's up to the franchises and obviously BCCI to see what they need to do in order to start off a women's IPL. I think double headers will be important and to be run simultaneously with the men's IPL, simply because this is the time when everyone's talking about cricket. Everyone's talking about Rajasthan Royals, RCB, Delhi Capitals, and why not talk about a men's and a women's team at the same time? It also, by having double headers, it means the infrastructure is there already from a broadcast point of view, and I'm sure everyone would love to watch cricket from 4 to midnight on every day of the week. The only thing that I would suggest to organisers is the women don't always have to play first. Give an example, in 2010 I was playing in the Women's World T20 and the men's final was actually played before the women's final due to actually the times back in India. So the Australian team and the New Zealand team warmed up while England were celebrating and doing a lap of honour. The great thing was that everyone was already in the house, they were enjoying themselves, they stuck around and they actually saw an absolute cracker of a match. So there's certainly some great opportunities to showcase the women's game. But first and foremost, the 4 games are going to be played at Jaipur, and they're going to be high quality.